Welcome to Practice Today. My name is Paul, and today we're going to do a jam session, which is one of my favorite styles of practice. It means we're going to flow, it's going to be improvisational, there will be some funky moves, and the whole idea of it is to get in the pocket, which in jazz terminology, when you get in the pocket, it's when the rhythm section finds its groove and the section is just in the flow. And I always say that when we're on the mat, we're trying to get in the pocket, we're trying to hit that sweet spot where we let go of all the tension and cares and concerns of daily life that preoccupy our mind throughout the day. And we're just trying to find this sense of presence and openness. So we are releasing 3 new classes on the channel every week, and they're all short form classes to help you get in the pocket, right? To help you find that sense of peace and groundedness. So be sure to subscribe and leave some comments for us. Let us know how you're enjoying classes. We'd love to hear from you. And with that, we're going to get started in downward facing dog. Let's do it. Getting in the pocket, doing this together. And I want us to all bring a playful spirit, but also a sense of discipline. And that's one of the keys to anything that we're studying in life. You think about musicianship, right? There has to be some kind of guardrail, some sort of stability and strength. It takes a lot of effort and practice over a long period of time. And then from that, there's so much room to play and move and improvise. Bend both of your knees and shift your hips over to the left. Just walk your right hand, come onto the fingertips and walk your right hand forward another inch or so and press to the right side body. If we're going to jam, definitely got to stretch the side body. Hips move up and back. And bring your right hand to the floor and we'll go to the second side. Bend the knees, heels go over to the right, come onto your left fingertips, walk them forward a bit. Press out through the left side body. And the other important thing is to connect to your breath, in and out through your nose. Not even the other most important thing, but the most important thing, connection to the breath. Just driving your practice. And back to standard downward facing dog. Shift forward to plank pose. And then either knees to the floor or not as you bend your elbows and lower down. Come into cobra. Lift through your side body. Draw your shoulders back. Lift through the heart. If you're in low cobra, your belly's on the floor. If you're in a higher cobra position, right, belly's off the floor, but hands pulling back is the key action here. And then downward diggity dog. Stretch up and back. From here, walk your hands to the back of your mat, standing forward fold, with feet hip bone distance apart. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, bend your knees. If you have a couple of blocks handy and you need blocks, you can place your hands on blocks. The jam session is for all levels. And even though there might be a couple of more interesting or difficult, challenging moves or postures, just meet yourself as you are. There's no pressure, right? You're just doing the best you can, showing up as you are. And if you let go of expectation and you're not judging, let go of opinions, then you're free. And that is what it means to be in the pocket. All right, inhale, half forward fold, lengthen forward. Exhale and fold. With your inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, reach your arms up alongside the ears. Sink down, sink through your hips. In fact, if we're going to jam it and we're going to get warmed up, heated up quickly, we got to go real low. Whatever works for you though. Exhale, straight legs, bow forward. Either keep hands on the floor or hands to ankles or clasp fingers behind the back as you stretch your arms overhead. This works for your shoulders. Relax your face. Keeping hands clasped, bend your knees, chair pose, lift your chest, lift your heart. Go to a twist, either left hand to the floor in front, right arm to the sky, or left arm to the outside of the right thigh. Wouldn't be a jam session without twists. Hips sink down, pressing left forearm or left upper arm and right outer thigh together if you're in this position. Then draw your right shoulder back, look over your right shoulder. Relax your face. Exhale and release. Hands to the floor or your ankles for a forward fold. Stay there or clasp fingers, but other fingers in front as you stretch your arms overhead. Breathing in and out through your nose. Bend your knees, chair pose, lift your chest. Exhale, release the clasp of your hands, and we're twisting. Right arm outside of the thigh or right hand to the floor. Look over your left shoulder. Pull your right hip and right knee back. So you're trying to keep the knees more or less in line. Exhale, release. Standing forward fold and walk your hands forward. Downward dog. Inhaling, lift your left leg up in the air. Exhale, left leg steps through. Lunge. Back knee to the floor. Anjaneyasana. Rise, stretch your arms up alongside your ears. Sink into the front leg and create strength, right? The discipline here is front foot, back knee, pull in towards each other. Lift up through the belly as you stretch your heart up towards the sky. Soft eyes. Exhale, hands to the floor. Lift your back leg, stretch the front leg straight or towards straight as you come onto the heel of the front foot. And here's where blocks could come in handy. If your hamstring is tighter, you could also keep the front knee bent as much as necessary. Pressing your left heel down, try to drag it back without moving it. Isometric action. Exhale, bend your knee and rise up to crescent lunge, stretching arms up alongside the ears. Big lift to the belly, back leg strong. Relax your face. Draw your shoulders back. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Now walk your right hand forward of your right shoulder and twist, stretching left arm to the sky. We're here just for a breath. And then spin your feet to the left. So come on the outer right foot, turn your left foot out. You could walk your left foot back a little bit if you need, and lower your hips almost to the floor as you reach your left arm back behind you. From here, we're going wide leg forward fold facing the front of the mat. So spin your feet. Kind of a tricky transition there. Definitely jazzing it up with that one. Inhale, rise all the way up. Turn the right foot out. Now towards the back of the mat. Parsvakonasana. You go right forearm to the thigh, left arm alongside the ear. If you want to really funk it up, you could stretch both arms alongside the ear. Or you could go right hand maybe to the floor or a block for side angle pose. Left thigh roots back, right buttock scooping under. This is balance with the thigh bones. Left thigh back, widen, right buttock under. Reverse warrior pose. Rise up, left hand to the outer left thigh or shin, right arm alongside the ear, looking under the right arm. We're just getting right into it. Short form practice. You can get to a lot in a little amount of time, short amount of time. Front leg straight, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Right hand to the floor, to your ankle, or to a block. Again, left thigh bone roots back, and the right buttock. Just think like an ice cream scoop, scooping under. Exhale, downward dog, facing the back of the mat. Step the right foot back, then shift forward to plank. Let's go through a vinyasa. Bend your elbows, cobra or upward facing dog. Downward dog. Same sequence, second side. There's so much happening there. You almost would have thought we did both sides already. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Anjaneya. Inhale, reach for the sky. So back knee is on the floor. Front foot, back knee, pull towards each other. Exhale, hands to the floor. Front leg straight as you lift the back leg. Parsvottanasana, or pyramid pose variation. And bend your knee to a square, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up, sink it down, lift up through the belly. And we're twisting. Left hand to the floor, but forward to the left shoulder, right arm for the sky. Just come on outer left foot, turn the right foot out, sink the hips down. Right arm reaching back towards the left foot. You know where we're going. We're spinning it towards the front of the mat. Prasarita, wide leg forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way, reach your arms. Turn the left foot out. Side angle pose. Bend the knee to a square. Forearm to the thigh, right arm alongside the ear. Both arms extended if you'd like, or hand to floor or block. Right thigh bone back, widening, and then bend deeper in the front leg as you resist up through the back thigh. And then anchor your left buttock under. Reverse warrior. Rise up, right hand to outer right thigh or shin, left arm alongside the ear. Bend deeply into the front leg. Front leg straight. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Stretch it out. Same thing with the back thigh. Roots back, widen, tailbone comes under. So aligning the pelvis, so much freedom, and the low back comes from aligning the pelvis. Soften your eyes, especially the right eye. And exhale, hands to the floor, back to dog pose, or if you'd like to work a final vinyasa, you can do a vinyasa. At the end of your exhale, bend your knees, look forward, lightly step or jump to the front of your mat. Lengthen forward, and then fold. Let's go feet a little wider than hip bone distance apart, coming to a squat. Now, if you need to lift your heels, you can lift your heels for the squat. Got to do a little bit of core work. It's a jam session. Have a seat, Navasana, boat pose. Can't have a jam session without a little bit of core. You can also bend knees and clasp fingers behind. However you want to work your boat pose. Lift through the heart. Good, then bring your feet to the floor and just slowly shift back. See if you can roll one vertebrae at a time to the floor. Lift up, bridge pose. Roll the shoulders under, maybe clasp fingers underneath. Use the power of your legs to lift your hips. Hit exhale and release. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll forward and back a couple of times, and you're going to roll either to a standing forward fold, or if you want to try rolling into a crow or just using your hands to come into Bakasana, feel free to come into crow, but totally fine to just stick to standing forward fold. And then feet to the floor if you're in crow. Everybody standing forward fold. Come into a squat. Gotta do it one more time. Have a seat. Just this part anyway. So legs straight or bent knee. Chest stays lifted. Remember, you could clasp behind. Relax your face. Just grateful. It's such a beautiful thing to be on your mat right now. What a gift. And we are jamming. Feet to the floor. Slow roll down. Final back bend. Bridge. If you'd like, you could go to wheel if you're feeling it. If you feel like you're warmed up enough for wheel, but feel free to stick to bridge. And exhale. And release. Hug your knees into your chest. Whew, if this didn't get you into the pocket, I don't know what will. This is definitely the type of practice. Let's take knees over to the right. Some of our students would say this is a perfecto kind of practice. Just gives you what you need in a short amount of time. If you think it's perfecto, let me know in the comments below. All right, inhale, rise up. Take knees over to the left. It's the thing, 10, 15, 20 minutes, you can get a lot done. You don't have to be in a rush. And it'll still give you exactly what you need. Inhale up, hug your knees in, happy baby if you'd like. And that's the beauty of the yoga practice, is you show up and it'll meet you where you are. And it's going to help you get locked in to find that groove and stretch out for Shavasana. And my hope is that you found the groove, that you're able to flow with the rest of your day. Here we let go of all effort, the gift of Shavasana, to be here, relaxing in stillness. And I'll leave you here in Shavasana. If you can stay for a few minutes, please do so. Give yourself the gift. And thank you so much for practicing with me today. It's an honor. It's a pleasure to do this with you. We'll see you on the mat again real soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.